welcome back to my channel. My name's Maddie, formerly known as Jordan, and today, being the last minute person that I am, I'm going to be giving you guys some last minute DIY Mother's Day gift ideas. If you give this video a shot and you end up liking it, there's this really cool thing called a subscribe button that is down below, and I don't know if you've used it before, but if you click it, something really magical happens, so I'll just leave it at that. And if you are unaware, Mother's Day is on Sunday, so if you haven't thought of anything to give your mother yet, or anything you're gonna do for her, then this might be the video to stay and watch so you can get some ideas. So here are a few super easy last minute DIY Mother's Day gifts that your mother is sure to love. So let's just get started. So for this first little cute recipe box, I'm first taking this wooden box that I got for like $1 at Michael's, and then just some watercolor, and my mom's favorite color is green, so I kind of based the watercolor colors around green, and I put in some blue and yellow along with it. And to get kind of this cool blended effect, I did splotches of different colors and then used a lighter color or just water afterwards to blend the colors together a little bit more, and I think it looks really pretty, kind of almost like a tie-dye watercolor look. But once you're satisfied with the way the colors look on the box, then just let that dry for a little. Once that's dry, just take some glue or Mod Podge on your finger and go over anywhere that you want to write in with Sharpie so that it doesn't bleed. And while you're waiting for that to dry, you can go ahead and make the little recipe cards. So I started by using 3x5 cards, but they ended up being a little big, so you can either cut them with scissors or use a paper cutter to trim them down so that they fit inside your box. So now that my box is dry, I'm going to go ahead and take some twine and just hot glue this along either side of the box a few times, kind of to act as dividers for the paper. And this step is completely optional. I just think it makes it look a little bit more organized and it's easier to find the recipe cards. Then I went ahead and wrote recipes in Sharpie on the front. And going back to the recipe cards, you can leave them blank or handwrite them, but in my opinion, I found that printing them was easiest, so I just printed out some recipes that I found online, along with some pictures of food, and I just cut them out to the size I wanted and glued them down with a glue stick to each of the cards. But I did leave a few cards blank so that my mom could include any recipes that she wanted to herself as well. So that's the first DIY. Super easy and very useful, and I'm sure your mom will love it. Moving on, we have this home decor rustic looking wooden picture, and for this you're just going to need a wood block, which I also picked up at Michael's, and some wood stain, which is completely optional. I just think it makes it look a little bit more rustic and vintage. So before I paint on the wood stain, I'm just covering the entire piece of wood in water just so that it soaks in a little bit and the wood stain isn't as dark. Once the entire thing is covered in water, I'm just going to take the wood stain and cover that on top as well. And then right away I'm using a paper towel to dab up the excess so the stain doesn't have enough time to soak into the wood too much. And then I'm just going around the whole piece of wood, kind of repeating this process and going over any parts if I want it to be any darker. Once a piece of wood has the color that I like, I'm just going to set that aside and let it dry for a little. Then using Mod Podge, I'm going over the entire front surface of the piece of wood, and using a picture of my family that I printed off from my computer, I'm going to stick that right on top. Then to make the whole piece look even, I'm going over with the Mod Podge again on all the sides, and you can go over the top part of it again if you want to, but just as a warning, the color might fade a little bit and might look a little bit more dull, but going over it with Mod Podge will make your picture last longer and match the wood a little better. And after letting it dry, your wooden picture is completed, and I think it would look beautiful in any home. And for the last Mother's Day gift, this is the anything and everything jar, I guess. So to start off, you're just gonna need a jar that I also got from Michael's. And I'm filling up the bottom of the jar with just some cotton squares. I think cotton balls might look better, but I couldn't find any of those, so cotton squares had to do. Then I'm putting in some nail polish, and I'm including a mini eyeshadow palette, and I have a few other single eyeshadows that I'm putting in, along with a few lip colors and a perfume. Then for the top layer, I'm putting in some of my mom's favorite candy, and you can just fill that up all the way to the brim. And the things that I put in here are just things that I think that my mom would like, but this gift is super customizable, so you can choose different colors of anything, or anything small that your mom needs. You could even get samples from stores and put them in here. Then to decorate it a little bit, I'm just adding a cute little ribbon on the outside, and I'm wrapping the top with some hemp twine. You can top it off with a miniature card, and your gift is completed, and I think it's a very useful gift that I'm sure your mom would love to receive. So those were my Mother's Day gift ideas, and if you guys enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel by clicking that red subscribe button down below. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so that you know next time I post another video. Speaking of, if you guys have any video requests, make sure to comment those down below because I love hearing from you guys and I want to know what videos you want to see so that I can post them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! Wait, I know you're just about to click out of this video, but while you're here, you might as well subscribe. You can also follow me on my other social medias if you want to see behind the scenes footage and stay updated with my life. If you want to check out my last video, just click the screen right here and you'll be taken away.